Welcome to the Big Red Wolf Report. The Arizona Cardinals are 0-1 on the season after losing a tough division game in St. Louis. In a gross simplification of the game, the Rams protected their quarterback and the Cardinals did not. The Rams kicker made a kick and the Cardinals kicker did not. Regardless of the outcome, the score, or the week of the season, the Big Red Wolf Report will always filter trends from the game that was played through the game that will be played. Looking back and looking ahead simultaneously in order to generate where the Cardinals will need to succeed and where they must not fail in order to be victorious. Having said this, let it begin. Point number one, the strength of the Lions' defense lies in their defensive line, especially their two wrecking ball tackles, Nick Fairley and Ndamukong Suh. Fairley is the lighter, more explosive, quicker of the two, but Suh is the road grader. Although the Lions do not have a great edge rush, Fairley and Suh more than make up for this by collapsing the interior pocket, running interior twist games, making it difficult for an opposing quarterback to step up in the pocket. Granted, it's still early, but the Lions are number 7 in the NFL in sacks per attempt after 1 week, and their ability to pressure Palmer from the interior will be paramount. The Cardinals struggled again to protect Carson Palmer against the Rams. Palmer was sacked 4 times, hit 6 more times, and stripped of the ball twice. But unlike last week, where edge rushers were the rage tree this week grows from the inside. This means Darren College, Lyle Sendline, and Paul Faneca will be instrumental in protecting Palmer. Carson is not a very mobile quarterback. He is the prototypical pocket passer. He needs to be able to step up in the pocket if he's going to be successful. Point number 2, the Cardinals didn't tackle very well last week in St. Louis. Daryl Richardson and Jared Cook made more than one Cardinal look a little silly. Tackling is always a little shoddy in the first week of the season because it rarely is allowed in practice, and preseason games do not afford defenders many opportunities to simulate this fundamental element of the game. But the Cardinals need to get better in a hurry. Reggie Bush is coming to town. Last week, Reggie Bush lit up the Minnesota Vikings for 191 combined yards. Bush is a huge part of Jim Schwartz's offense. He carried the ball 21 times for 90 yards and caught 4 passes for over 100 yards, including an electrifying 77-yard touchdown. He's explosive and a very tough tackle. If the Cardinals thought it was difficult to tackle Daryl Richardson, they're in for a shock when they square up with Bush. Point number 3. Jared Cook lit the Cards up for 141 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns, and we all know he should have had 3, save for a great play by Tyrann Mathieu. Patrick Peterson wasn't covering Cook often, but he will be covering Megatron, Calvin Johnson, on Sunday. Johnson only had 4 receptions for 37 yards last week against the Vikings. Peterson and the Cardinals can expect a heavy dose of Megatron at University of Phoenix Stadium. The Cards need to protect Carson Palmer better, tackle better, and play better pass defense if they hope to beat the Lions on Sunday. The problem is, I don't think Ndamukong Suh, Reggie Bush, and Calvin Johnson are going to cooperate. For Arizona Sports 620 and ArizonaSports.com, I'm Ron Wolfley with your Big Red Wolves Report, Week 1.